When I check for the 6 months, it's 22,000 the man issued, you know. That is 3,666 a month, you know. You hear the number? Beast, you know. A month, you know. And I understand what happened here because I was told at that time, I don't know, somebody told me that these passes were being sold in South for $5,000 each. You know, we just corrupt everything in Trinidad.
Lies. All lies!
And this continues to expose the ignorance and the incompetence of Fitzgerald Hinds as a Minister of National Security. It shows what a little child he is, how petty he is. You as a Minister of National Security, still on your fishing expedition to go witch hunting, to go and count 22,000 curfew passes in the hope that you could try to discredit Gary Griffith. But all it shows is how vindictive you are, that all you do as a Minister of National Security is try to target political opponents instead of doing your job. Fitzy, you as the Minister of National Security, that was your responsibility to have done the work to issue those curfew passes for persons who needed it to keep the country running. But because you are so lazy, the Commissioner of Police, I was forced to do it and spend several hours every single day trying to make sure we can put the correct persons to get curfew passes. And to show his stupidity, 22,000 curfew passes to keep a whole country running. 22,000 curfew passes for 1.4 million people to make sure that the country continues to run. The number of security officers alone in this country would have been 50,000. The number of members of the protective services were over 15,000. We have over 10,000 persons in the medical facilities. We had persons involved in the industries as it pertains to providing food for the country, the energy sector, the fishermen, the taxi drivers, persons to keep the country running. And to show how totally lost this man is, he doesn't even know what was going on in his own government, because almost every ministry in the cabinet of this government, thousands upon thousands of requests came from almost every ministry to keep those ministries running. So the man doesn't even know what was going on in his own government. And I was able, out of over 100,000 applications, to bring that down to 22,000. And because of his ignorance in understanding national security, he saw that as being a big number. And again, typical PNM propaganda. Fitzgerald Hinds, you heard something and somebody told you. Why don't you go to the police if it is that people are trying to be bribed or trying to pay to get curfew passes? I challenge you. Expose you once and for all yet again that you are a liar. If it is that you know that and you know that the crimes were committed, well then go to the police and report it as fraud. Call the name of the person and make it out. But again, typical PNM. I heard something was rumored, something was brought to my attention. Call names. If not, it will show yet again what a fraud you are.